up, everybody? Welcome to Brock Goes Fast. Today's episode, this is our very first episode. I'm happy to finally do this because everybody else is, and why shouldn't I? But today it's very special. We get to go over the 2018 WRX STi Type RA. I know it was a mouthful, a lot of acronyms here. I don't know what Subaru's thinking of, but I like it. And what's personal about this one is it's mine. This is actually my car. I'm really happy to be able to do this. This is a special car. I've been lucky enough to have a lot of cars. And since we're doing this on a budget, obviously the camera fell because I don't have anyone else out here. But we'll just go through all these pain points and growing pains as we go. And the videos are going to get better and better, I promise. But I love this car. I've been lucky enough to have a lot of cars. I've had an S2000, Focus RS, I've got this, I've built two STIs previously, I've had a GTR, CTSVs, so I've had a lot of cars. I've done a lot of driving, and now it's time to share my experiences with you as we go along. And I've got a lot of friends that I hope to jump on board because they've got a lot of amazing cars, and I want to do a lot of driving and telling you about these because it's fun. It's what we like to do. But right here, as you can see, we got the RA. The RA is special. 310 horsepower, 290 pound-feet of torque. I think Subaru's lying a little bit when it comes to the numbers and the figures because it doesn't pull like that. My RS had 350 horsepower from factory, and this pulls just as hard. As you can see here, Subaru did something special. They added the factory front lip. We've got the Type RA grille here. This is the STI factory front lip. You get these beautiful 19-inch forged BBS wheels, 6-piston calipers, and I can tell you these things love to stop. We've got 240 wear Yokohamas on all four corners. They also put the blacked out mirrors, and one thing that's very special with this car that you won't find on other cars in this price range is this carbon fiber roof. I mean, this is dry carbon, and it goes all the way down to a dry carbon spoiler. Not very many cars in this price range come with a dry carbon spoiler, dry carbon roof. And as you can see here, we've got the vents in the rear, 2-piston calipers, along with those forged BBS gold wheels. I went with the World Rally Blue because I'm going Subaru, I'm going Special Edition, I want World Rally Blue, right? We know it's an RA because it says so. Other than that, there's a couple other special features. They all add up to make a special car. It's not just the things here and there, and we have all this horsepower. It's got a shorter third gear ratio, makes growing through the gears a lot quicker. Acceleration's a lot faster, which we'll see in the drive. But the car is gorgeous, it's beautiful, it shines, it's bright blue, but it's all the little things that add up for this car to make it special. It's the carbon fiber spoiler, it's the carbon fiber roof, it's the lightweight BBS wheels, it's the 6-piston Brembos up front, the third gear that's shorter, and a little bump in horsepower with the ECU tuning, the free-flowing exhaust, and the intake. All of them doesn't sound like much, but it adds up to make this thing a track rocket. And that's what it's built for. It's built for the track. It's not built to impress your friends at the drag strip. It's there to go to the track and go fast. As you can see, it's a beautiful car. It's been a beautiful day. It's shiny out right now. So let's get on with the drive. The cool thing is I will be modifying this car as we go. I've already talked to my friends over at Cobb, have an access port on the way. My friends over at NVIDIA, we have a downpipe and exhaust coming. We're gonna go stage 2 tune. We got some springs from Swift, and we're gonna be installing those here as we go and show you the updates day by day and how much I love this car because it really does bring a smile to your face. And on the inside, let's go onto the inside. As you can see here, it has the beautiful Recaro seats from Subaru. They went with the red belts that match very well. I know these are expensive options on some of the German cars. And as you see here, we have the suede steering wheel. It's nice, thick, feels good in your hand, really gets you some good grip. There's plenty of room in this, which I love. A lot of room. You can see in the back seat, this is my personal vehicle, so I do have a Recaro seat for my son, and as you can see, tons of room up there for him. He's 4 years old, his legs don't hit the back, and plenty of room up front for the passenger. So like I said, special car, awesome car. We're gonna go ahead and drive this thing, see what you think, see what I think, because I think it's amazing. And I know these videos have been done before, but never by me. So we're gonna get on with driving here soon, and I look forward to seeing the comments below and seeing what's next. Thanks. Hey, what's up everybody? We are in the 2018 Subaru STi Type RA, my personal car. Let's take a spin and let you think what we think from the inside on Bronco Fast. So here we go. One of the first things you'll notice, honestly, is how touchy the gas pedal is. Let's call it touchy, because it will take you a day or two to really get the nuances of how touchy it is. You'll think you're slipping the clutch, you're not. It's just a very, very touchy gas pedal. But as you can see, I'm going through the twisties right now, and that's where this car shines. That's where you start to see the weight savings. That's where you feel the carbon roof. That's where you feel the spoiler. Because I had a 2015 that we built for SEMA, and that car felt totally different from this one now. This one has amazing turn in. It's sharp. It turns in the minute you ask it to, and it's something that I really like. And unless you drive one with the carbon fiber roof, the RA, or maybe the S209 that's new, you're not going to understand the little differences that this car provides. Yes, it was, gosh, almost $10,000 more, but it's the little things that add up into a rocket. And once we start modifying this car, it's going to get even faster. We've got a Cop AP on the way, which I can't wait to install. We're going to go stage 1 first, really feel the differences, because this car seems to, on a pull, have like 2 different levels. It starts to really hit hard at 4, and then again at 5,500, it really starts to pull again. And I want to get rid of that. I want smooth exit. I want smooth entry. I want to be able to roll onto it and know that the power is going to be linear and there. But as you can see through the corners here, this car really shines. It's pretty amazing. My RS, the Focus RS, that car was kind of like, with the front wheel drive, with a magic diff that turned all the power to the rear. It's like you fell off a cliff and you're doing this until you finally get your feet, and then boom, you go right up the hill. Where the Type RA is like a scared kitty cat on Halloween. All 4 claws are dug into the dirt, and that's how this car is. When you go into a corner and you put your foot on the throttle, it is clawing for every bit of grip that it has, and it definitely has it. And that's what makes this thing fun, is you can just fling it into a corner, stomp on it, and it will push right out of that corner, pull you out. Another thing that's amazing with this car is heel and toe. They've made it so simple. The brake pedal and the gas are so close. It loves to heel and toe. It just makes you feel like a brilliant driver. It is just so much fun to drive, especially driving quick. It will make you work for it. I will tell you, it will make you work for it. It's got short gears, it's got lots of grip, it has power for days, and it just wants to go, which is something that I absolutely love with this car, because at all times do you have power, all times you have grip. It brakes so good. It has one of the firmest brake pedals I've ever felt on a stock car, and it doesn't have stainless lines, which is amazing, because those 6-spot Brembos stop very well. I can't wait to get some track pads on it and see how it really stops and performs at the racetrack. But as you can see here, turn-in is crisp. You can get down on the brakes, heel and toe, real easy. Get onto the power again. Power delivery's there, and it just wants to go. As you can see here, we've got grip around this corner, pull full power, and it just wants it. It just asks for more corners, more grip. It is awesome. I can't tell you enough enough how fun this car really is and how it makes you work for it, because when we've got a driver's car, we want to work for it. We don't want computers doing all the work. My GTR, what a fun car in the straight line. Around a corner, it was okay. It just had too much computer work to it, and it just kind of felt numb. Where this really makes you work for it. It reminds me a little bit, don't kill me, of my S2000. Only for the fact that it does make you work for the smiles. And when you do have to work for it, that's the best reason to get in a car. It's just so much fun. A couple things that you will notice is that the gearing is ultra short. That's why the 0 to 60 time is only 5.7 seconds. Subaru said, no, this is a track car. This is not a straight line car. That's not what we built the car for. So we're going to make the gears a little bit shorter, a little more enjoyable. And that's why the 0 to 60 times are down, because you have to get through 3 gears to hit 0 to 60. And whatever, because to be honest, that's not what I'm interested in. I'm interested in diving into a corner and coming out with a 4-wheel drift with a smile on my face, and that's what matters to me. I will say there are a couple quirks with this car that I personally don't like, but they're just little ones. The gas pedal is touchy, but once you get used to it, it's super easy to drive. The gearing is very short, but it's one of those love-hate things, because you are always roaming through the gears, but when you're having fun with it, it's a blast. But you'll notice here, once we rip a Yui, you'll see how short the gears are. You can do, gosh, I think the 5th gear is like 35 miles per hour. I mean, it just bump, 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 which is kind of fun, to be honest, if I have to admit it. Let's see here. And Subaru did a good job with the STi short throw shifter, because if you notice here, it's very close to the steering wheel, and it looks like it's a long gear shifter, right? But the gears are so short. They're right there. They're right where you need them, when you need them, which is something that not a lot of cars seem to perfect from factory. Another little gripe that I have, and I know a lot of us RA owners do, or Subaru owners, 2019 ups, 2018's ups, the power steering is a little sensitive. It sometimes likes to interject a little bit. You can feel it putting a little too much into your steering, which it's okay, but there are times where I just don't like it. I don't like that much input. I like to be the one that's doing all the inputting, especially when I'm going through some tight corners or a long sweeper, because I like to the consistency of what input I'm putting in, and you can sometimes feel the power steering unit put a little more in, so it almost makes you correct a little bit. Here's a good example of a 3-point turn. It's actually pretty good, and I might not be, so that could be the other part of it. But this is a pretty tight road, so we'll get to see a little bit of how she does. And I'm crazy about my cars, so I don't like to go into any ditches or anything. So that was literally a small little road that we just did a 19,000 point turn, but that's okay. We'll let it slide. So we'll get back over to the twisties, over to a little bit more fun, and let's see what she can do here. We got to wait through traffic, but this has been an awesome car so far. I've only had it for a couple of weeks. It does not disappoint. And as you can see how short the gears are, that is, you're still going through third, through fourth. But it's so much fun. The other thing with this car that the car just does not let you do it. You cannot shift fast or really hard. It doesn't like it. There is a pause in between each gear. No matter how hard you are trying, it just doesn't like it. Now that could be because maybe Subaru built that in for some drivetrain protection, so you're not slamming gears and all-wheel drive. Let's give it a gas here. As you can see, this car is just so much fun. I can't wait. I can't tell you enough. Once we go stage 2, get a downpipe exhaust, really let this thing breathe, how much fun this is going to be. I just can't wait. I cannot wait, because the car just puts smiles on your face. The Recaro Recaraos, they hold you in pretty good. They have a sticky material to them. I know that sounds weird to have a sticky material on your seat, but it does grip you pretty good. I'm 6 foot 175. I fit in these very well. I wish they hugged me a little more. In some of the other OEM spec Recaros that I've been in, they have a tendency to really hold you. But Subaru did a good job with this, because you can take this car and go on a road trip and never ever feel uncomfortable. They are really comfortable seats. You do feel them a little bit here and here, not so much on the butt side of it, but they do grip, they do their job, which is awesome. But I wish they had a little bit more to them. I wish they had a little bit more, I guess, of a hug, right? If I'm in Recaros, I want them to hug. I want to be swarmed in these seats, right? So that is definitely something that I've noticed. But other people like them. They're comfortable. I can't say enough about them. They are great seats. And let's see here. We got stuck behind someone doing under the speed limit, which is always one of my favorites. But I really appreciate you guys watching. This is my first try at this. We're going to do more videos. I'm going to get better at this. I'm going to have more cars. I'm going to tap a couple of my friends on the shoulder and maybe get into a GT4 or another S2000, swap Civics. Anything that you want to see us drive, let me know. I'll be happy to take them out, as well as watch the future evolution of this car, because we are going to start modding it. It's such a special car. I can't wait to get it to the racetrack. I can't wait to get it to Sebring, see what it can do. We've had a lot of luck building Subarus in the past, and I hope this is the same. So if you enjoyed watching it, watching the video, you know, please subscribe. It'll be somewhere over there. Hit the subscribe button. The more people that like the videos, the more I can do this, and the more I can bring you this content and these videos. I try not to make them too long, because I personally get bored with the really long videos, and I try to bring you the stuff you like to see. So next video will be Cobb Stage 1, our initial impressions, my initial impressions. What do I like about it? Have I seen the biggest difference? Because I know with Cobb, I'm gonna see a difference. It's one of the best tuners that you can buy for this car, or any car. It is such an amazing program and utility for everybody, from a novice tuner to someone who knows exactly what they're doing every day. But thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed it. I had a great time. I'm gonna go have some fun driving this car some more, and I'll see you next time.